Hi everyone, so about week 29 and this is the 16th of July until the 22nd of July. So this is the backside of Design Q, so it's the 4 6x4s and then the 3 4x4s. And for this week I'm using a Pink Fresh Studio collection, and I believe it to be the Delightful collection, which is really cute. It's probably a little bit more spring-like, but I think the colours go really well with the photos. I had a lot of green in these photos, so I feel like that comes through quite nicely. And a lot of the collection has nice little quotes and stuff. It's actually quite a difficult collection to use because it doesn't actually have the correct cut parts or anything like that. So that's why this video is a little bit longer, because it does take me a little bit longer to obviously put these bits and pieces together. Not as simple as just slotting cards into the pockets for this one. But that's what I like to do, because otherwise these kits just stay in my stash for so long, because it's not easy. It takes longer, so I don't want to just constantly go the easy route. I want to use my stuff up, and it's fun to sort of, as I said, do something a little bit different and use things that are not quite the same size or the right size. So this week was a busy week, actually. Not going out and about busy week, but just a busy week mentally, I think. So the first photo is going to go on the top right, and it's 2 3x4 photos, and I've just printed them off together and not obviously cut them apart. So on the Sunday before I came home from my parents, we went to a boot sale, which was really nice. It didn't take us long, to be fair. It wasn't that busy, I think, because the weather was really bad. It was very windy and just not the greatest of weather, so I think it put a lot of sellers off. So it wasn't the biggest boot sales that I've been to, but it was still nice to get out and about. So I took a picture of the sign, which the sign has on the dates and stuff like that, so that's quite fun. But then also we got ice cream, and I didn't know this. This was actually the first of 2 ice creams I had that day, because apparently it was National Ice Cream Day, and I didn't know that. But on my train home, I got a free ice cream because it was National Ice Cream Day, so I thought that was quite cute. So we got some ice creams from the ice cream van. So I'm just going to use this cut apart. It says "Do What You Love," and then the washi tape that I'm using is these little smiley faces. They got in purple, orange and yellow, and I just thought that was quite cute with the colours of this week. And then I'm going to use a sticker that says "Happy to Be Here." So for this collection I do have the cut aparts and the sticker sheet, so that's what I use. And the paper that I'm using is from First Edition, which is really, really good quality paper. And really nice designs, so I was glad to use that and bring that one back out. So the 2 photos that go in that middle section, the 4x4s, are 2 pictures of mainly Bilbo, but I picked this photo of him with his tennis ball because he found a few tennis balls on our walks. So he looked really cute. He was so happy with them. He kept running to the top of the hills to let the ball roll down. So that was like his own little game, and I thought that was quite cute. So, and I took loads of photos, obviously, to send back to Joe's sister whilst they're on holiday. So had plenty of photos for him. So the other cut parts that I got from this collection, so obviously got the main sort of like, traditional sort of cut parts, but also I got the words, and it was just a big sheet of paper full of like quotes and sentences and stuff. So I spent ages cutting those out, but I love these little word cut parts. So I'm going to cut them down a little bit. I'm going to use 3 just down the side on the left hand side, and they say "Enjoy this, choose joy and happy together." So I thought that was quite cute, and also use a little sticker that says "Good stuff." So then the photo is going to go on the right hand side. Joe actually grew some beans, some green beans in the garden, and they came out. So, it's quite cute when we don't do a lot of gardening, to be honest, and it's a bit shameful really because my parents are actually professional gardeners, but I just cannot look after plants, apparently. Like, I just don't have the patience for them. I just kill them. I don't know how I do. I just did not inherit my family's gardening skills at all. I probably could if I really put my mind to it, but I just don't seem to have green thumb in me at all. So we were quite proud when these green beans came out. So Joe took a picture of them with Bilbo, was very much looking for them in the background. We did actually give him one. He wasn't impressed whatsoever, so we weren't going to waste any more. But I'm just going to put a little sticker that says "Pure Sweetness" underneath, and a little flower sticker in the top. And that's all I do for that one. So I'm trying to decide what I want to put in the middle. So one of the cut apart sheets was actually these, I think they're 3x3. cut aparts, and they're just load of little quotes and stuff, and I use quite a few for these 2 layouts, but I want to put one in the middle. It says you're a whole lot of lovely, and then I'm going to use some green paper to put that on behind and just leave it as it is. I didn't feel like it needed anything else with it really, so I thought that was quite cute. The photo that's going to go underneath the picture of Bilbo on the left, we actually went to Barnsley on Monday, which we've never been to before, but we can travel by train there, because I really wanted to go to this dessert place there. They've actually got 2 shops there, but it's all over Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. And not that I swear by these places, but sometimes it's just nice to go to these places that look amazing online, and it had really good reviews, and the desserts did look amazing. So we went to the one in the sort of like food market place, so Joe got something else as well, and we made a sort of a morning of it. And so I got this really amazing waffle with Kinder Bueno pieces, cream, ice cream, and like a Kinder Bueno sauce as well, and honestly it was amazing, and like that was my lunch. I was so full for the rest of the day, but I actually had some of the paper that it came on that I didn't ruin, so I cut out the little Dolly's ice cream logo from the paper that my food came on. And I'm going to use this really nice paper in the background. It's like these like distressed sort of stripes and little stars and circles and stuff, just because I really like the pink in that. So I'm going to put the photo on the left-hand side. Then I'm going to use a little sticker that says "More happy days like these, please." And it's like a little ticket coupon sort of style. And then a little, I'm going to cut out one of those 3x3 cut aparts and just use the actual quote. And it says "See good in all things." It's just one of those things where it's just, something on your doorstep really. It only took us about half hour to get there by train. And that included having to park and everything like that. So, it was just one of the things, just go and have a random day out, and we really enjoyed it. So I enjoyed eating that as well. It was very, very nice. Highly recommend it if anyone's up this area. So that was that. And actually after that, we went for a little walk to go and see a potential house that we might buy. But it was just a nice little day, nice little morning out for that one. So I'm just going to layer up some of these bits and pieces. As I said, I remembered that I had the piece of paper with the logo on, so I wanted to include that. And then the next photo, the photo that's going to go beside that is actually me decorating my hallway again. So in the previous layout, you'll remember that I completely failed with trying to paint the hallway cream. And so I decided just to go over with white. So Joe bought me some primer off Amazon because I went down to the shop and they didn't have any, or what they did have was tiny, and I knew that wasn't going to cover the whole walls. So I ended up buying it off Amazon. And I painted the walls all again in this primer, and then I went over it in white. So in all, I painted one wall at least 6 times, but the other walls like 4 times. So it was a big job, and I just completely underestimated how long it was going to take. But it's done now, and I do really like it. I'm getting used to the plainness of it now, because obviously it's just white. But I really, really like it. And the hard work paid off, really. Hopefully, if we are successful, maybe looking at this house, we are looking at selling our house. So, we want the house to look as best as it can be, really. So it was a good time to do it, even if we're not going to fully appreciate it, if we're not here, maybe next year. But it means that it looks nice for potential buyers. So we'll see. We don't know. We're really stressed out as we are with just life in general. So I don't know why we're taking on selling our house, but if not now, when, sort of thing. And I just feel like maybe it is a good opportunity, because we do really like this house that we are potentially looking at. And if it's still there by the time we sort of push the button on, selling our house, then so be it. And we can look at selling our house. So we'll see. Anyway, so it's been a progress of obviously trying to make the house as nice as it can be. So the photo is just going to go on the left hand side, and then I'm using a few little cut aparts, actually. A little cut apart that says have fun, be nice and work hard, just repeated down. And then a little circle that says applause all round. And I'm going to put in there that I actually managed to do that. And it didn't take me that long, actually. It took me about 3 days, because obviously I had to work and stuff, so it didn't actually take me that long. And then the little words here, it says celebrate the wins. So for my title card, I'm just going to use this nice pink, sort of almost like, reminds me of like knitted pattern, this paper from obviously the paper pack. Then the largest cut apart I had was the one that said today on it, and obviously it's a bit, you know, irrelevant because obviously it's a week, but I thought it was quite nice because it's almost a bit like a diary entry, so I thought that would be quite suitable for it. I was going to cut out this long strip of, like, it's got 2 quotes on there, or like one large 2 sentences. I was going to cut it out and use it on top and the bottom, but it just didn't work really. I didn't like it. It sort of completely took over and I didn't like it, so I decided not to do that and just leave it as it is. And I've got a bit more space obviously to write my week and the numbers, and I just put some washi tape at the bottom and then use the floral sticker in the bottom corner, and I think it looks really nice. I like how it's come out. It's quite simple, and yeah, it's just pretty with all the little flowers. As I said, there's a lot of greens and, you know, floral aspects to this this layout, these photos, so it just matched quite nicely. The alphas I'm going to use, again, I'm going to use some from Rosie's Studio collections that I've had, purely because I just like the alphas. I just think they're really nice, and I'm actually running out of a lot of my alphas now, my original set of alphas, just because obviously I use them quite often. That now I've run out of W's and K's and stuff like that, so I'm just looking at other, you know, alphas that I can use. So these are the Rosie Studios one. So they're actually from, I think it's like a work hard collection or something like this. It's just a really nice collection that I haven't used properly yet. I've just used the alphas, so I'm just going to layer those up to make week 29. I'm actually going to use the E's as well, which is not normal for me. I normally just put WK, and then I'm going to put the numbers, the week numbers underneath, so the 16th of July to the 22nd of July. So yeah, so it was a busy start to the week, but the rest of the week we didn't really do too much, and as I said, a bit draining mentally, I feel, because we were getting ready to maybe potentially move house and making a few decisions, and we were coming up to a year before the wedding and all that. So yeah, a bit mentally draining this week, but not physically. So hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Bye.